And Jay, this city home to the 8th wonder of the world, the Astrodome. We'll see on the floor who stands out tonight.
I don't know about that, Ed. I may have to disagree with you on that. The 8th wonder of the world is the Red Rowdies. Let's get loud. Let's represent. Houston Rockets, what time is it?
They are certainly impressive. Let's do this in Houston. Jay, some great matchups between these two teams in the regular season in recent years. The Rockets love to score and maximize possessions. The Celtics, though, have been a great foil.
Yeah, the Celtics are one of the top defensive teams, but this individual matchup that I'm looking forward to the most, Ed, that is Marcus Smart going against the likes of James Harden. And if you don't know what psychological warfare is, just pay attention to how Marcus Smart moves when he's around James Harden. If it's him randomly grabbing James Harden's jersey just to prove that he's engaged in the game and then he's right there in Harden's face. Maybe a random bump in transition while the ref is not paying attention. Or how about something as subtle as this? Just an acting job or full court pressure, the physicality of the game, making James Harden get flustered. If you're looking for an answer on how to stop James Harden, the answer is D, Marcus Smart. All the above, because that's what he brings to the table.
Jay, that gets Brad Stevens off his seat, nodding, saying yes. 4-3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
To Capella, and watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Whoa, he got
that 40-inch vertical.
Boston with the basketball. Irving. Short jumper off the mark. Knight into the front court. They're down 3. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Add 2 points to the board.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game. Irving, his first effort off the mark. Harden in possession. They trail by 1. Shot blocked by Morris.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Irving. Here comes the screen. Kyrie Irving, 2 of 4 now.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Harden. Gets it down to Capella. Knocked loose.
Ed, you ready for another fun fact about the Houston Rockets?
Let's do it.
Okay, the team was established in 1967 and was given the name the Rockets because San Diego-based age manufacturers. When the team eventually moved to Houston, the name still fit, giving Houston's association with NASA.
Wow, so Houston, we have a problem? All of that associated with space? Who knew?
Are you saying that because Carmelo Anthony's in town?
No, Apollo 13.
Oh, okay.
Harden. To P.J. Tucker.
Hey, you got the screen right.
Celtics have it. Trying to cash in, and he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Knight into the front court. They trail by 7. Harden. To Capella, around the perimeter. Here's Irving, into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Kyrie Irving. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
To Irving. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Over to the right side. Tatum, that's off the side of the rim, short.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Harden. And throws it down. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter.
Fans, we're still accepting nominations for our community's Teacher of the Year. The winner will receive courtside seats and a halftime presentation in his or her honor. Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Substitutions, Houston.
To Marcus Smart. Here's a chance from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. Carter Williams with it up top. Right now, down 7. To Harden. Ball's controlled by Boston. Has a look. And he buries it.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Got some for him.
Harden to Capella.
Ice.
From the painted area, won't go down. Great look and vision. Wide open look, won't go.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
Carter Williams to Harden. Here comes the screen. Harden to Capella. Clint Capella, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Screen coming.
Here comes screen.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. And a three-pointer at the buzzer for good measure. What a finish to the opening period. A great stretch here to start the game. We're through one with the visiting Celtics out on top. Jay and I return to Houston after this. It's the NBA, and it's on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Gordon with it. They find themselves down 10. To Gerald Green. Fires the 3. It's good. Something tells me they'll give him that shot again.
Woo! That pass speaks for itself. There's nothing more to say about that one. Wow.
Rozier. Not that time. Green with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Lets it fly from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Aaron Baines powers it through.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Gordon with it. We're a minute into the second quarter. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Eric Gordon finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting after winning the previous year. But what's even more astonishing is watching his development at his time in Houston. In New Orleans, often it looked like he was lost. But there's no doubt about it. In H-Town last year, he found a second life.
Beyond the arc for 3, and he knocks it down.
As a shooter, your hands always have to be ready. Ready, meaning that your hands are always providing a target to the passer for an easy catch and shoot.
Nothing going here on that drive. Lays it up and in.
Eric Gordon finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting after winning the previous year. But what's even more astonishing is watching his development at his time in Houston. In New Orleans, often it looked like he was lost. But there's no doubt about it. In H-Town last year, he found a second life.
Celtics have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Carter Williams with it up top, trailing by 4. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Timeout Boston, as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Stepping in for Boston, number 11, Kyrie Irving.
Irving to Marcus Morris. That's blocked by Nene.
Just incredible timing on that slot.
Gordon with it. Down just a couple. To P.J. Tucker. Harden. And a pass stolen by Boston. Taking advantage of the turnover.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Nene to P.J. Tucker. Nice pass to set things up.
And when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. Kyrie across the timeline. Lead is 2. Hayward to Horford. For 3. No good. Harden to P.J. Tucker.
Double team. Here we go.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
And the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Celtics, number 0, Jason Tatum. Entering the game for the Rockets.
And he makes them both. Celtics have it.
Remaining in the second quarter.
Irving to Horford. Probing the defense. Oh, Capella up to block it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
You've got to get that one to go.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
The drive, right to the basket. Oh, Horford up to block the shot.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Horford. Knocked loose. The shot denied by Harden. And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Harden with the basketball. Under a minute to go before halftime. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Irving brings the ball up court. Deep left corner. To Horford. Surveys the floor. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Gordon with it. All tied as we march towards halftime. Buries it.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
He shoots. Oh, off the mark. They'll let one fly from half court. Time expires to end the first half with the Rockets in front.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Rockets are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Houston Rockets. The Celtics are within striking distance at the half, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Bench points.
This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
Eric Gordon has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Gordon with it. Up by 3. To P.J. Tucker. Screen coming. Tucker. Yes! And a foul. Hell of a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Brandon Knight at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Sizing up the defense. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Knight into the front court. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Tucker to Capella. Shot blocked by Morris.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Marcus Morris. Irving. Tatum. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't want to use the word streaky, but Jason Tatum tends to score in bunches. Let me tell you how. He's one of the most effective players in the league and most efficient at catching the ball on the move. A lot of players waste time in stationary positions or overindulging in triple threat jabs, but not Jason. He catches the ball directly and goes, which means he's the ideal of smart, decisive basketball.
Shot from the lane won't go. Knight into the front court. Leads 3. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
No. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Marcus Morris. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Irving. Here comes the screen. Irving to Horford. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Misses the first. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Rockets in control of the basketball. To Capella. Harden. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Irving into the front court. The deficit is 6. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
This 11-year veteran has emerged as a uniquely stabilizing force for any team he plays on. He may not ever win a prize for his fiery oratory, but his steady demeanor is part of what makes him invaluable.
Capella down low. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Irving to Horford. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Fires the 3. If he's hitting shots, it could be a long night.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force a defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Subbing in for Boston, number 46, Aaron Baines.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's the player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Irving. Off the assist.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Nene to Carter Williams. And he finishes at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Irving with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Kyrie Irving trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 87% from the line. Free throw is good to finish off the 3-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Rockets have the ball. To P.J. Tucker. Screen coming. Probing the defense. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Irving. Scores from the post. If he keeps playing like this, we all may believe that the earth is indeed flat.
And that's what you love about Kyrie. He's constantly probing. He's probing on the court by maintaining his dribble, and then also probing off the court. We're saying lines like the earth is flat. The fact that that was on the cover of every magazine, the headline of every social media title, goes to show you that Kyrie is great at hijacking your amygdala, both on and off the court.
To Jaylen Brown. Short jumper misses.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's the player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the 3rd quarter. The Rockets with the lead. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth and final quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Screen coming left.
Hayward.
Let it go, let it go, let it go.
Won't go down. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His guys trail now by 4. Throws it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Got to be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Carter Williams with it up top. He'll run the offense.
Can you stand? He's coming. Can you stand?
Nene. Great pass to set it up. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Hayward. From long range. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good. Carter Williams with it up top. They lead it. 4-point game. Swings it to P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Boston with the basketball to Irving.
Number 11, Kyrie Irving.
To Horford. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Smooth part of his game. Al Horford drills the catch-and-shoot 3.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
4-3. He took the bait, and he hits.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 13, James Harden.
To Irving.
Stepping in, Celtics. Number 12, Derek.
Hayward to Horford. Oh, Capella up to block it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Celtics have it. Take stock of the floor. Horford. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden. Passed it off. Oh, Horford up to block the shot. Clint Capella. He's now 5 for 6.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To Horford. Boston with 4 to shoot. Irving shakes free and hits. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Second effort. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Summer basketball camps. Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 42, Nene. Entering the game for the Boston Celtics. Number 0, Jason Tatum.
Irving to Rozier. 5 seconds to shoot. The jumper's off the mark. Knight into the front court. Up 5. Harden to Capella. Here comes the screen. It's Harden. Cleans it up. Into the front court, it's Irving. The deficit now up to 5.
1 minute remaining in the 4th quarter.
Here comes the screen. Irving to Rozier. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Tucker to Harden. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Here's Irving into the front court. Down 5. To Rozier.
Watch that cover.
There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
And an intentional foul here in the closing moments, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Long heave from 3/4 court. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they take care of business at home. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on E!
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. The Celtics are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.